Well, as they say, there's a first time for everything, and I have to admit, this is the first time I've ever done pictures or a video walk around on one of these cars. Let's check this one out. Pretty rare car, 1940 Lincoln Zephyr Continental Cabriolet. The story behind these cars, of course, Edsel Ford was put in charge of the Lincoln division by his father back in, I believe it was about 39. Again, I'm no expert on these, going off some of the things I've investigated, read, and some of the information that was given us on this car. And he wanted basically a toy for down in Palm Beach for him to drive in the winters when he was away from Detroit. So he basically had some designers commission the build of a Lincoln Zephyr Continental Cabriolet off of the Zephyr convertible platform. Once it was shipped down there, and some of his friends, of course, and acquaintances in that area that probably had a few bucks, absolutely loved the looks of the car. And they produced some. And in 1940, it's believed that there was 404 of them, 350 convertibles and 54 coupes. And basically what they did is they lengthened and lowered them. If you were to compare this to a regular Zephyr convertible, the nose on the car, hood I should say especially, possibly those fenders, is longer. And then if you come around to the rear, I do believe this was the beginning of what is now known as the Continental kit, because of that stubby trunk area. The spare tire now adorned the car by mounting it to the rear behind the trunk area, hence the beginning of the Continental kit. Now, if you are a Zephyr expert and would like to correct me on any of these things or add your own 2 cents down in the comments, tell you what, feel free to. This is body number 241. Underneath the hood, 292 cubic inch V12, which it shared with the Zephyr convertible and coupe. 3-speed manual transmission. Of course, you can get a good look at the chrome and the bright work on the front of this. Kind of that Art Deco design. Beautiful cars. Check out the still pictures. You're going to be able to see this car from every angle. Undersides, interior, engine bay, trunk, top up, top down. All those still pics can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you right to our website. Of course, you can call us, 507-386-1726. Steel wheels with the Lincoln Zephyr wheel covers, beauty rings, wide white wall, bias ply tires. Those are brand new, by the way. Those tires were just put on. And I'll go through some more of the service work and some of the things that have been done to this car recently. But first, let's take a look down this passenger side. You can see the paint has a very nice shine to it. Glossy finish, reflection. It's black. You are going to find a few imperfections here or there. You might find a little stress in the paint. You might have a chip. This is one of those cars. Don't be afraid to drive it. Get in it and go. We are going to start it up, let you hear it run, take a peek underneath the hood. Look at those fender skirts. Love them. Red and cream combination interior. Appears to be the stock dash and steering wheel. We're going to get around to the driver's side, start it up, let you hear it run. And like I said, we're going to take a peek underneath the hood. We'll look at this convertible top. If you stick around to the very end of this video, Jason will take this for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. As you can see, the chrome in the rear bumper, of course, that rear mounted spare that we talked about earlier. Now this has been added a little after the fact. No, that's not from 1940 designing. A few of the things that will also go along with this car. Looks like there's a spare lower portion of the front seat. Some miscellaneous tools. Looks like a that'd be for the convertible top cover. And then it looks like umbrella. And probably part of the jack possibly in that other container. Take a look at the still pictures. You'll be able to see all those close up. All right, a few notes from the technician that looked at this one in the service department. It does have new front wheel cylinders and rear wheel cylinders. New battery. I mentioned the 4 new tires. The carb was cleaned and rebuilt. Front wheel bearings repacked. And that extra front seat, lower portion will come with it. Did mention the fuel gauge was in up. Once again, still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. If you like vintage automobiles, cars you don't see every day, just cars in general, here's a prime example. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You never know what you're going to see come through here at Unique Classic Cars. Videos are uploaded daily. When the videos are uploaded, the vehicles in them are available to purchase, and that can be done online or right off our showroom floor. And when I say this is a prime example, I mean this is number 241 of 500 made. Very interesting car, great history. Always cool stories behind these cars. All right, let's take a little closer look at the interior. Love this red and kind of ivory combination, kind of a leather and cloth combination. A little bit of staining to that rear seat. Rear seats appear to also be in nice shape. Mentioned the original steering wheel. Again, it's Art Deco design dash. I believe that the Lincoln Zephyrs had the dual gauges up here, where the regular Zephyrs may have just had one. That's another one for you Zephyr experts to comment down below. And this looks like the original steering wheel, although has seen better days, still original. And I did notice that the horn still works in it. Of course, the dual horns underneath the hood. This would have a vacuum assist top, which is this switch right here. We're going to go ahead and see how that works. Again, it's vacuum assist. It's an old car, but we will get the top up so you can check out the condition of that. We'll take a look at it. I think we need to start it up first. So, of course, you got choke and throttle over here, an actual lighter. I have the ignition lock unlocked, so all we do is pull this out. And then there's going to be a push button start right here. Make sure I got that switch in the right position. Yep, should be out. There we go. We'll give it a little bit of choke. There we go. All right, you can see oil pressure appears that had came up. Battery gauge, temp gauge. It was a cold start. I wouldn't expect that to be up. And he did mention fuel gauge in op. I believe it's sending unit. Something you can consult with the sales associate when you call in. If you have any questions on that, check out the old radio. I have not had that working, just so you're aware of that. I do believe this clock does work. We'll come back and check that out in a little bit once we check out that top. Door closes beautifully. Let's listen again. V12 power, 292 cubic inch L head V12. Love the sound of that. All right, we have a big hood for me to open up here, so I'm going to pause this a second. Of course, the actual hood release is the handle on top. So let's go ahead and check this out. Let me get the hood open, and we'll take a peek at that engine bay. All right, hood popped open. Very easy to open, just takes 2 hands. Now, of course, when you turn that hood release handle right here, don't lift on it, lift on the hood itself down below, of course. And then there's a second release right here. I think my favorite part about this car, look at the heads on this. You'll be able to see the stamp of the VIN number down in the frame. You're also going to see, and it's kind of tough because it's dark underneath here and with the black finish, but right about right there is the body number plate. We'll see a close-up of that in still pictures. It purrs, smooth running V12. I believe 1940. Is that the last time you could get the V12 in this Zephyr setup? There's another chance for the Zephyr experts to comment down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, what a cool car. All right, let me get the tripod set up. I'm gonna see about getting this top up, check out the condition of the top, see how that works, and we'll go from there. All right, how about that? Vacuum assisted or vacuum convertible top on a 1940. Worked pretty well, I'd say. Latched up front above the windshield, nice tight fit. Also rolled up the side glass, so we had a decent fit there too. It's kind of this camel or tan fabric, almost kind of like a canvas. Say for 1940. Looks pretty good on there. Neat styling with how wide that rear cover portion is, almost cave-like back there. Side glass rolled up on the passenger side as well. It's one of those, if you needed it to keep you out of the sun or a brief shower, not going to be a problem. And it went up on its own. Very cool. A couple other things that are going to go with this too, I want to tell you about. Looks like the original Zephyr Continental owner's manual. There was also the Zephyr warranty pamphlet. Take a look at the still pictures. There's a bunch of things besides just the car in there that you're going to see from those parts and miscellaneous things. Those still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. Click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you right to our website. Number to call, 507-386-1726. Stick around a little longer. Jason's going to take it for a drive, show how this thing drives out. Yes, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation. And this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. Let's go ahead and see if that vacuum assist will also take the top back down. We'll check that out and then stick around. Looks like it takes a little assistance to get the top all the way up, and then so it will go back down. But what a beauty. And remember, one of only 500 made. What a story behind this car. Look forward to hearing from you. Give us a call.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt,
gas it.
Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're going for a ride in a 1940 Lincoln Zephyr. Amazing car. This is a convertible, and we do have the top up today on this cold day in Minnesota. As you can see, it is winter, but we do wash our vehicles, so we can do these driving videos for you. A smooth shifting 3 on the tree manual transmission in this Lincoln Zephyr. The style is amazing. Bright red and cream color on the interior with some black and chrome on the outside. Our fuel gauge reads at half the tank. The oil pressure reading over 40 psi towards the high side. That's good. The battery is right in the middle of the gauge, charging a little bit as it should. The temperature gauge is about 1/8 of the way up, maybe 1/4 of the way from cold. Speedometer working. We are clock equipped right here. Just amazing. This car survived. Cloth top looking good. The steering wheel has some repairs and is in need of some repairs, but that's only the centerpiece. You drive normally, only touching the outside looks pretty good. Nice ride on the highway. Now I'm not bringing it up to extreme speeds by any means. It is a windy, cold day out here in Minnesota, but this car is driving great. Brakes are very effective. Let's go down to second gear for the traffic circle. Bench seat in front and rear. Catching a lot of eyes out here. V12, 12 cylinders under the hood for plenty of torque and power. A beautiful 1940 Lincoln Zephyr. Find all the pictures and learn all about this car at uniqueclassiccars.com.